Coming up on this program, we show you how to get connected. Find out how to choose an internet service provider. Discover the newest form of communication, electronic mail.
Ways down and ready to ride. One by one, billion by billion, been holding up half the sky. Raise your hand if you're ready and willing, if you know it's time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a
There we are. Hello, everybody. First things first, announcement of the good kind. Miss Vicky is recovering from her eye procedure this morning, lurking away, but we love you so much, Vicky. We were all thinking of you, and we are so glad to hear that. Please reach out if you need anything. John, I'm sorry, you're orange. Vicky's not here to riot, but I will do it for her. Oh, no. You guys are so sweet. I made meatballs today. I made a failed sourdough loaf yesterday, although it turned out looking okay. But, I don't know if you can see. I mean, it looks the part, but it was stuck to the bottom. So, that's something I'm learning, working on. Looks the part, though, doesn't it? That's the next goal, to be able to not just eat the crust off the... And it tasted really good, by the way. Very good. Way more salt than I would ever put in, but I followed exact measurements using a kitchen scale, and 11 grams of salt seems like a lot, but apparently that is the right amount. The right amount. Anyways, homemade cheesecake. I do have a recipe. It is my special recipe, and it is almost all of it is technique versus the recipe. I'll be honest with you, Erica. I will share the recipe happily, but I will also tell you right now my 2 major techniques to getting yourself a perfect cheesecake. The first one is really 2. Oh my God. It's like, you know when you joke like people in your life don't really know when you're live and then they just need you immediately as soon as you go live? Anyways, my phone's blowing up now. But the major things about cheesecake are you don't want to overbeat the batter. So the way that you prevent overbeating of the batter is you actually bring all of your ingredients to room temperature well beforehand. I'm not talking 30 minutes. No. I'm talking overnight. You should be leaving the eggs, the cream cheese, all that out of the fridge. Because the softer it is, the less mixing you'll have to do in order to get it together. Eggs, yeah, the eggs have to be left out. Everything, basically. If there's milk or sour cream, I mean, you don't leave that out, but really you fold that in that part of the recipe. So the key is to do as few, all 4 of you love this, I'm sure, as few mixes as possible. And then the second thing is, and I've talked about this before, you need to bake it inside a bain-marie or a water bath, BAINMARIE. But maybe I will, Erica, because Nana wants a cheesecake for Christmas. But so you have to cook it in a water bath, and what you need to also do is you bake it at the temperature. Well, you mix at first, Adam. You mix the ingredients to begin with, and then you fold in the lighter ingredients. So if you have sour cream or something like that, you would fold that in after. But you have to mix at one point. You won't remember. I know. I'll make a little tutorial, but the whole point is that, and well, how come I remember? I've made a lot of cheesecakes. Very good. But you can mix it. You mix it until it's mixed, and then you want to start folding the softer ingredients. But the key is this: you bake it. Let's say your temperature is 350 for an hour. I don't know if that's the temperature. That's something I always check in the recipe. But let's pretend it is. 350 for an hour in your water bath. When the timer goes off, you turn off the oven off, and then you walk away. You don't open the oven. You don't peek. You don't allow somebody later to do that. No. You have to leave it overnight. You will not know the results of your labor until the next morning, when you will open your cold oven and bring out your see, and now somebody's calling. And bring out your cheesecake, and that is how you prevent cracking on the top, is by allowing it to cool very slowly. Very slowly. Anyways, cleaning a sink. Yes, I hear about that. I cleaned a sink today too. Sashina's here. Cellulite yoga pants. Anyways, that's a really good idea. I'm actually going to be doing a lot of cooking next week, starting on this Saturday, into next week. So, I'm probably going to make some of that, but I'm also going to like make some of it into videos, but some of it I will do as live streams and then just cut it down. So, okay, speaking of, my daughter wants to go get more ear piercings today. So we will be doing that shortly. And so I had a case that's pretty long that we're not going to have enough time for. And so we're going to watch something else, but we will... Oh, you have a nut allergy. Shit, Sashina, be careful. But we have something to watch. Anyways, so let's travel by flu powder. I'm gonna get my well, but does that mean that you have an allergy then, Sashina? I mean, I sound a little bit crazy, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm fucking obviously not a doctor. Like, you need to say that, Paisley. Come on. Just get this going, would ya? Just get this going, would ya? There it is.
Get started on the first case this morning. That is
no, we're not doing all of them. We're skipping ahead to 40 minutes. Can I see the... That's 28 minutes.
I don't see him.
All right. Is Connie Glaive present?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Glaive, if you could start your video so I can see you.
Ah, there we go.
All right, thank
Do
you
I
very
need
much.
more lighting?
Ms. Mott, why don't we go ahead, if this is an uncontested matter, why don't you go ahead and take the testimony that you think is necessary. Ms. Glaive, if you'd raise your right hand so I can swear you in. You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
All right, go ahead and put your hand down. Tell me your full name, and then Ms. Mott has some questions for you.
Yeah. Connie H. Glaive, Glave.
Thank you very much. Ms. Mott, go ahead.
Thank you. Connie, are you with Tim?
Yes. I have
Okay.
him on the other one, but I don't think his video is showing.
No, I don't think so. You can sit next to each other if that helps.
These are my meatballs.
Okay.
Y'all better like
See if
them.
I
Can you
get
tell
it
the
so-
Can you tell the court your relationship to Tim Glaive?
I'm his sister-in-law,
And what county is Tim residing in?
Otsego.
It means you fit right in,
And
Alex.
Tim's sister was his nominated medical power of attorney, correct?
Correct,
But she recently passed away, correct?
correct,
And then Tim's brother, your husband, was the financial power of attorney, correct?
correct,
But he could no longer manage that for his
Right.
own reasons, correct?
correct.
Okay, what assets does Tim have? And if you'll put the camera on yourself.
Okay, there, yeah, I can't quite get them all in. Okay, he has a bank account or a credit union account at Community Financial. And then he also has, he sold his house and we have a check for a little over $74,000 from the house.
It still needs to be deposited?
Yes,
Okay. And did I cut you
And-
off? Was there more?
yeah, I think that's all the assets that he's got right now.
Okay. Does he have anything that needs to be sold?
No.
Okay. And in your opinion, why does Tim need a guardian?
Oh my gosh. Eat my meatballs. Eat my meatballs. I love it. NPC, thank you so much. Is this a Seattle style flannel? I don't know. I like it. I like it. With a nice pair of jeans and my cowboy boots. Like these, my cowboy boots. Oh my god, aren't these the fucking cutest? Oh my god. I look fucking good.
And a conservator?
Basically, he's beginning dementia and he has very little short-term memory. When he, like, even if he makes an appointment today, tomorrow he can't remember that he had the appointment. And I've tried making appointments for him, but in a lot of the instances, because of HIPAA, they're not allowed to talk to me, and I'm not allowed to find out when his appointments are and make the arrangements to have transportation for him.
Okay. And
Plus, financially, he at times has made his finances, um, he's given other people access to his information that he didn't intend to do.
okay. And where is he residing?
Aspen Ridge in Gaylord.
Okay, so he's in an assisted living situation currently.
Yes,
Um, and you're willing to act as his guardian and conservator?
yes.
Okay.
I want to make sure he's taken care of.
And he's been evaluated by medical professionals that visit the facility?
Yes.
Okay, and Your Honor, that has been made part of the record as well.
Thank you.
Okay, I have nothing further. Thank you, Connie.
Okay. Connie, let me ask just a couple of questions, if I might. Do you believe that a guardian and a conservator are necessary because Tim is impaired in his understanding and is not able to make informed decisions and is an incapacitated individual?
He can make some decisions. I'm not saying that he's totally incapacitated, but he is to the point that he needs help,
All right.
that
And
he can't do it
you
on his
had,
own.
you've had a chance to review his medical records and his diagnoses, is that correct?
Yes,
All right, and do you agree with those records and the diagnoses?
it said dementia. It didn't say anything. He's been paranoid schizophrenic since the 80s and on medication for it. And that
Okay.
wasn't in there.
Hi, Mikey. You like it?
Okay.
He is
and
on
you believe that-
medication and stabilized.
So you're asking for full guardianship and full conservatorship powers as under law, is that correct?
Yes,
And you believe that you are able to provide those services for him?
yes.
All right, that's
I
all
don't
the
think
questions I have. Ms.
lumberjills
Mott, are
wear
there any other
boots like
witnesses or
this.
any other evidence that you want to use at this point?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
My foot might sleep.
Thank you. All right, I have
You
had an
agree with that?
opportunity to,
Okay.
thank you. I have had an opportunity to review the medical documentation submitted from Optimal Care under the signature of Dr. Nicholas Keelhorn, dated October 27th of 2025, including the diagnosis of dementia and severe mental incapacity, which is a permanent condition. Therefore, I do find that Timothy John Glave is a person who is legally incapacitated individual, and
What do
it's
you having for dinner,
necessary to have a
Mikey?
guardian and conservator appointed to take care of his physical and mental needs as well as his financial needs. And I will sign those orders now, as well as those letters of guardianship and conservatorship.
Did you hear I'm going to the tattoo parlor later? With my daughter? That's the place to get pierced these days. Do they still call them tattoo parlors? Did they ever? I don't know. Anyways, I made meatballs. You know how I love me some balls. Awkward
All right, we will
silence,
send out
Judge.
copies to Ms. Mott and also to Ms. Connie Glave. Connie, the documentation that you're going to receive includes what are called letters of guardianship and letters of conservatorship. Those are the documents that you can show to the post office, the bank, Social Security Administration, the assisted care facility, to give you the authority to act on Timothy's behalf. So if anybody has any questions about it, that's what you show to them to show that you are the proper person to be making those decisions. Do you have any questions about anything, ma'am?
I just have one question. Is it possible to leave a small fund up here for him to have access to? So that if he's got friends up here, so that if they want to go to dinner or something like that, they can take him to the credit union and get enough money for him to go out and do things.
That sounds like a great question to ask Ms. Mott.
Okay. That's what I needed to know, who I talked to.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to setting up something like that, but it's not something that I, as a judge, would say yay or nay to. That would be Ms. Mott
Okay.
assisting you, and then you, as the guardian or conservator, deciding how that process gets done. As long as his money is not being misused or unnecessarily, unavoidably not used correctly, you can set it up in pretty much any way you want to. It's just a matter of keeping track of it and what's easiest for you as the person who's ultimately responsible for it, if that helps. Okay?
Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
All right, here we go, here we go, here we go now.
We have Mr. Brown or Ms. Hansel back with us.
Chelsea's the one we're here for today. I think she's up next.
All right.
Maybe. Maybe, baby? Welcome, Dwight. Carla's just getting here too.
Like that.
Alex knows. I don't know if that's her last name. We'll have to listen.
All right, we're going to jump around a little bit, see if we can get people that are actually here with us. So the next case is going to be George Nems, file 25-11141-DA.
Notice that, are you familiar with someone named Chelsea?
As if it is a court hearing, which means you speak when say that that's sufficient for my purposes today. Then I just wanted to kind of touch base because I hadn't seen anybody in 6 months and say, hey, where are we at? Because the inventory hadn't arrived yet. So maybe we were a little premature, but I just wanted to be careful, make sure that we're getting things done. And as long as that's happening, I'm satisfied. So that's all for today then. Thank you very much.
That sounds great. Thank you, Your Honor.
I got a tip about this case, which
Those
is
that
why
are
I
here for
would-
the Neens case can log off now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, counsel.
She said it was
All
a
right,
bit
do
of a
we
banger.
still have Ms. Brink at the jail?
It's Chelsea Brink. Here we go.
Is Chelsea Brink at the jail?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you, Ms. Brink. I do see Mr. Brown, Ms. Hansel, Ms. Bruker are back from meeting with Judge Cooper in his courtroom. So let me call the Brink case. This is the matter of the state of Michigan versus Chelsea Brink, file 23-10800-MI. Petition.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. NPC. Thank you so much. 5 gifted memberships. That is amazing. Thank you so much. That is so sweet. The gift that keeps on giving, as Mikey says. We love that. We have many members only to review, and we try and do as many as we can. But thank you so much. Making it rain memberships, making people green. We love that.
For continuing mental health treatment order. Ms. Bruker, how do you wish to proceed today?
We can start with testimony, Judge. I see Dr. Gehrman is here and Mr. DeMarsh is here as well.
Your Honor, I
Like you
don't
used-
think I got
Before we
Notice.
proceed, I would like to say that I do not want Larry Brown speaking and only Donna Hansel to be representing me. And I would just like to proceed with a guardian, and I'd like to name Jason Rudowicki as my guardian for my mental health services. I've already
Okay,
said
we'll
that
take-
once, I meant it.
Okay, Ms. Brink, I can't see you at the moment. Could you stand up so I can see you a little, please?
You had no problem seeing me a moment ago, but sure. So you can look at my breasts, is that it?
Ms. Brink, I appreciate it if you confine your comments to appropriate statements.
That
I
is
need to
appropriate
see,
statement.
I
You
want
forced
to,
me
I
do
wanted to
something
see
I didn't
your
wanna do.
face.
You
All right.
said you could see me and hear me.
Ms. Brink, step back. Step back right now. Step back against the door.
I did step back.
Thank you,
How about
Deputy.
you step back and get out of my personal space? This is my court hearing. You're a pig.
Ms. Brink, this is a court hearing, so you will conduct yourself as if it is a court hearing, which means you speak when it's your turn and you don't call people names.
I let you speak, and then I said before we begin, and you said go ahead and
Yes.
proceed. I heard you say it.
Ms.
But
Brink,
we haven't broken
it's
court law.
not your turn right now. All right.
I know it isn't.
Ms. Bruker, who do you want to testify first?
Dr. Gehrman.
Dr. Gehrman, can I
Who's not my
swear you in?
doctor?
If you raise your right hand, please. You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Sir, can you state your name
Go
for the
ahead, please.
record and spell your last name?
John D. German, Gherman.
Okay. What is your occupation?
I'm an adult psychiatrist.
Okay. And do you have some training and other types of certificates in order to hold that position?
I have a research fellowship, clinical fellowship of 1 year in psychosis and schizophrenia.
Okay. And is a large portion of your practice dedicated to the field of psychiatry?
All of it.
Okay. Are you familiar with someone named Chelsea Brink?
Yes.
And did you conduct an examination of her recently?
Recently and several times before, yes.
Okay. When did you most recently see her?
November 13th from
And how-
10:40 a.m. until 11:12 a.m.
Okay. And where did that examination take place?
It was through telepsychiatry, Doxy, in Gaylord, Michigan.
Okay.
Gaylord, Michigan. Not Seagull Jet, I guess.
And you said you've examined her in the past?
He was in Gaylord office. Hmm?
Okay. And you said you had examined her in the past?
Yes, I have.
And did you also review some of her past records as well?
I always do.
Okay. Do you believe that does Miss Brink have a diagnosis?
Yes, she does.
And what is that diagnosis?
Schizoaffective disorder, bipolar type, and post-traumatic stress disorder. And I also suspect personality unspecified with antisocial traits, if not the entire antisocial personality disorder as well.
Okay. Do you believe that she's a person requiring treatment under the mental health code?
Yes.
Okay. And what do you base that diagnosis on? What observations and or opinions do you base that on?
Evals and medical record, her past history of deviant behaviors and labile moods and psychosis.
Okay. How did Miss Brink present to you during your most recent examination of her?
She was irritable and had a thought process disorder, form of thought disorder. At times, just nonsensical and perseverating over minutia. And
You understand that you proceed.
Perseverating over minutia. First of all, guilty. 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 Secondly, what are you saying there? What is she? He would be difficult to deal with for me. As somebody who moves at a pretty fast speed, he is like Eeyore. Somebody described it like Eeyore. Um, but she's really proving everybody's point though with her behavior in court. If you can't behave in court in front of a judge at what is the most critical of moments, how could you when nobody's there is the question.
On a court hearing without my legal representative.
Ms. Brink, this is not your time to talk.
It's my court hearing. It's about my mental health, therefore it's about my medical record, therefore it's
Ms.
about.
Brink,
and just like she and loud and easily agitated. And she did reveal she had partial insight at the time that she has a history of suicidal, chronic suicidal ideation and suicide attempts and wanting to walk into traffic. But she had minimal insight whatsoever regarding her diagnosis or condition, except for the condition that she suffers from bipolar spectrum / schizoaffective disorder.
Okay. Did you discuss with her any treatment plan and whether she would be compliant with the treatment plan?
Yes, yes, I have. I always, we've done that before. She's on the long-acting injectable, and she should still remain on that. But she should also take she needs to take the oral medications as well. But the long-acting injectable is crucial. Without
Did
that
she
long injectable, she will degenerate. Uh, there will be progressive brain atrophy. There will be a risk of incarceration. There she is. There's a risk of suicide, of high suicide behaviors, and she has that. There's a risk of homelessness, and I think she's been homeless before. So there's a risk of substance use disorder, alcoholism. So without that LAI, that long-acting injectable in treatment, you know, there's risks for the above. significant risk.
Did she express any willingness to participate in her treatment plan voluntarily?
No. Yes, she did. She does not want to participate. Meds don't do much for me.
Is that what she said?
Yes.
Okay. Do you believe that she has a difficulty with attending to her basic physical needs as a result of her mental illness?
Uh, the difficulty is there when she's in a psychotic manic state, as now, and she is now. That's the difficulty. Otherwise, if she's properly adequately treated and inter-episodic, I don't see a problem. She should be fine with basic needs. But she has to avoid, we have to avoid these episodes.
Okay. Are you recommending hospitalization or outpatient treatment?
She's
Um,
losing her shit and she just
she's-
left. She kicked the table. The guard came over. They muted her a while ago, but she has been screaming. Screaming. I think this is Michigan, but I'm not sure. Is it Michigan? You know, I watch a lot of courts.
in jail right now, so I'm not recommending anything. She's safe in jail, but I recommend AOD to continue the involuntary treatment or the act, sort of a community
Okay.
treatment.
Ms. Bruker, let me,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, doctor. Let me interrupt you just one moment. If we could unmute the jail for just a minute.
Your Honor,
Deputy, yes, I noticed that Ms. Brink left the area where she was being recorded. Could you tell me what happened there,
she's,
please?
yes, sir, she's in here, kicking the, Polycom. She's getting very upset at what she's hearing. Her emotions are getting out of control, and with her kicking the Polycom, I put her back in the max cell as of right now. So,
All right.
she
I'm
kicked the
gonna
door
ask
at
you-
least. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I appreciate what you did. Thank you very much for doing that. I'm probably gonna ask you in a minute or two if she has settled down, if you could go check if she's settled down. I'd like to bring her back and have her available to answer some questions of, or at least make a statement to me about what she wants to have done. But for now, thank you very much for that update. So Ms. Bruker, go ahead and continue with the doctor. Sorry about the interruption.
Dr. Garriman, you completed the clinical certificate that outlined the results of your examination. Is that correct?
yes,
And on it, it looks like under number 4, you checked that you were recommending a combination of hospitalization and assisted outpatient treatment up to a year AOT. Is that correct?
yes.
Okay. Is there anything else regarding this Brink that you'd like to inform the court of?
No.
Okay. I don't have any other questions for him.
Thank you. Mr. Brown, are you still with us?
I am, Your Honor.
They said
Any questions for this
schizoaffective and
witness, Mr.
bipolar.
Brown?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Hansel, any questions for this witness?
Yes, sir. It's my understanding, doctor, that if Miss Brink were taking her injectable appropriately and then her oral medications appropriately, it's your belief that she could function on a normal basis or close to that?
Yes, the problem is she never seems to be around to be on that an adequate amount of time because she always has partial breakthrough symptoms also.
Okay. And do you believe, I think I'm understanding your report, but do you believe that if she does not take these medications, that she would be a threat or of harm to herself or to other people?
Well, she said herself, she's always thinking about walking into traffic Ms. Hansel, and she's made threats, if I'm not mistaken, verbal threats, serious threats to the director of ACT. And what don't you understand about the report, if I may ask?
To tell you the truth, I was having a little bit of problem reading your handwriting, and I'm not a medical person, so I was
Uh,
I think I understood it, but I just wanted a couple of things clarified.
um, okay, ask.
Okay, all right.
Oh, wow. He certainly changed his little demeanor there, didn't he? And he took control of that, even though I don't think that psychiatrists like to be questioned very much. I imagine it could be a defense mechanism to be less than easy as a witness like that. Anyways, but he certainly sort of perked up a little bit there, wondering why she's asking these questions. Sometimes the reality is the judge may not have read that report. Also, I'm surprised he wrote the report in his handwriting, but
So do you believe, okay, you
There's
mentioned
in the
hospital,
middle of the page, if you can see bipolar, question mark, no. No insight. Schizophrenia, no.
okay,
Meds don't do much for me. Suicidal ideation, yes. Walking into traffic, those are the pertinent ones.
I understand. Do you believe that hospitalization should be, that should be something that's looked at right now, like she needs to have that immediately, or can you tell?
Actually, seeing her right now, the way she's presenting right now, yes, I think she should be hospitalized or carefully observed there, perhaps even put her on a few 15-minute watch or watch for suicidality,
Oh,
honestly.
okay. Have you had a long time relationship with her? Like, have you been seeing her over a matter of years, or do you know?
I've seen her since April of 2024. Once, twice, three, four,
Yeah.
4 times.
Okay.
For med reviews and ACT. And
Okay.
also a couple times such hearings as this. But she's also refused to see me a couple times as well. She was uncooperative, so at least 6 times. 6 attempts, 4 times, 2 other attempts.
So, do you believe at this point in time, if she's demanding a trial, do you believe she'd be competent to be in a trial? Would she be competent enough that she could assist her attorney in representing her?
About though, right?
Pardon me, I'm sorry.
This hearing is not about the competency though, is it?
No, I'm just her lawyer, and I'm trying to line this up, but whatever's in her best interest. So
I'm not sure I would leave out of, and
okay,
need a
all right,
thorough neuropsychological exam as well.
okay, all right. Thank you very much. That's all I have for now.
Ms. Bruker, any follow-up questions with the doctor?
Not for Dr. Gurman, no.
All right. Thank you, doctor. Appreciate your time. That's all for today. Ms. Bruker, any other witnesses?
Can I just briefly call Mr. DeMarche?
Mr. DeMarsh, can I have you raise your right hand? You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you very much. Could you state your full name for the record, and then Ms. Bruker has some questions for you.
Ryan D. Marsh.
And
Go ahead.
Mr. DeMarche, what's your occupation?
I'm the supervisor of assertive community treatment for North Country Community Mental Health.
Are you familiar with Chelsea Brink?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you file this petition for continuing mental health treatment?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And have you met with Miss Brink in the past? Are you familiar with her?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And why did you file this petition? What facts or observations led you to do that?
Well, I've filed 3 notifications of non-compliance in the last 6 months due to missed appointments and or missed appointments, basically. And so basically she hasn't been able to be compliant with her treatment order as it is. So
Okay.
continuation made most sense to me, yeah.
Okay. And
Ooh, Ryan. Yeah, see, we laughed. We all were laughing about the little comment there. Don't attack her. You understand me? I don't like that. You watch your tone. Streamlabs is a bot that I control, and you will behave in here like we all do, which is we all take the piss out of each other. And if you can't handle it, you gotta get the fuck out. That's it. Don't call people retards. That's problematic for me.
so she's not been taking her medication, following through with any of the services that you've been offering?
Her medication has been administered. It's an injectable. The weekly counseling and contacts that we have been attempting to have with her to help her with homelessness, to help her find a place to live, to basically help her stabilize. She has actively avoided any type of
Okay.
outpatient help. She
Is
did come for
she,
her injection because she knew if she didn't, that the police would pick her up, and the police did bring her in for that injection.
just based on your experience with her and your observations, is Miss Brink able to care for herself?
Absolutely not.
Okay. And why do you say that?
As I just said, she's unable to recognize the need for treatment, inability to even participate in her own care for like applications to Social Security, applications for state benefits, applications for
I don't give a fuck. And yes, I was speaking to you. Rewind and watch it again. Get the message.
there's a lot. She's actively avoiding help.
Okay. And do you agree with Dr. Gearman's recommendation of combined hospitalization and assistant outpatient treatment order for up to a year?
100%.
Okay. And do you know where her hospitalization would occur if that is what occurs?
Well, the way it works at this point is while she's in jail, it's not likely to happen. But should she be released for some reason and she has some psychiatric episode in the community, she would be taken to OMH or whatever the nearest emergency department is, screened for her appropriateness for psychiatric hospitalization, and then the first bed that is found, whichever psychiatric hospital within the state of Michigan that is, that's how that
Okay.
process goes. She is also on the state psychiatric hospital list.
It is Michigan. I was right.
She hasn't been called for that yet. She's been on that for approximately 6 months.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to inform the court of?
No, ma'am.
All right. I don't have any other questions for you.
Thank you.
Ms. Hansel, do you have any questions for this witness?
Yes, I do. I do apologize. I'm not familiar with a lot of stuff here. But what exactly is this list that you're referring to?
So there's a Michigan state hospital list for people that are in need for long-term psychiatric hospital care. And the list is extraordinarily long because there are many people within the state of Michigan that are on it, and we really have no power in pushing it up. The state of Michigan determines who comes in when they go and when they don't. And typically, the people that get into those hospitals are found not guilty by reason of insanity.
Okay. Okay. So there are facilities, but they're just too overcrowded or they're just too many applicants to
Yes, ma'am.
get her in. So only the most severe cases are getting into that.
Well, and it looks like, given what's going on the other side of our court, problems that maybe that's an option. But today we're talking about the AOT, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ryan, you're missing the point. I'm not going to tell her to do anything, just like I'm not going to tell you to do anything except not use offensive terms. You don't have to call anybody anything, and we'll use the commands all you want. I want you to look back to before you said your comment and watch my face as I chuckled after Cellulite Yoga Pants posted the done command. I chuckled. I laughed. I said, oh yeah, I remember that. And then you came and pissed on it like a little baby. And we don't deal with babies around here. So if you can't handle that being posted pretty much every day now that you come around, I'm going to do that on purpose, then I would leave. That's the honest to God truth. That's it. We take the fucking piss out of each other here, and if you can't handle that, then I don't think you can handle it. And that's okay. That is totally fine. I'm not for everybody. And if it's too far and that's too much for you, then I guess that's that. Look, lots of people left. They can't handle it either. It's fine. I'm okay with that. And you know what? The beautiful thing about blocking people is that you can do it, but I don't block anybody. I don't. I have to read all your shit. You understand? And oh no, but Cellulite Yoga Pants is an extension of me in this case, and I fully condone her behavior, so I'm not sure you understand my point. That's okay too.
Do you have any knowledge of, well, you said she's getting the injectables. Is that, is she routinely getting those, or is that very sporadic and
It's been sporadic.
only
It's
when?
when we can locate her. She moved to Flint for a period of time. She's moved about to Petoskey for a period of time. Like I said, she's actively avoiding mental health treatment.
Okay. I have no other questions. Thank you.
Mr. DeMarsh, as a proposed order, I've included that she comply with her individualized treatment plan, and that she attend all appointments and take medications as prescribed. I'm trying to think of language or verbiage that would assist in the non-compliance notices. Is there any other specific language that you would ask the court to use to assist you in helping her get her treatment as needed?
No, I didn't miss it. You missed it. Oh, I'll yell so you can hear me. You missed it, Ryan. Streamlabs is a bot. Cellulite Yoga Pants triggered the bot. Just like she's doing right now. It was her the whole time, but we like that you like her. I think maybe it's all a misunderstanding. Maybe that's what's happened.
Needed.
You know, I'm not sure, Your Honor. I'd be happy to discuss it at some point with the court, but at this point, I'm not sure what we can add to that. The person herself is actively avoiding treatment, so I don't know that the language of the order itself can really do anything. I'm not sure, Your Honor.
All right. I just want to make sure that I was
Yeah.
covering everything that
I
possibly
get it.
could
I understand.
at
Thank
this
you.
moment. So if you do come up with some additional language that you want to have included in some of these in the future, feel free to send them to me. I appreciate that. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
I don't have any other questions. Thank you, Mr. DeMarsh. Ms. Brucker, any other witnesses that you have?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Hansel, are there any witnesses or evidence that you want to have? And I'll bring your client back in just a minute to see if she's going to be able to continue to participate with us.
Thank you. I have no other witnesses, Your Honor. No.
All right, we can you to jail again. Deputy, is there someone there at the jail we can speak to?
Bring Chelsea back. Bring Chelsea back. Bring Chelsea back. Bring Chelsea back.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, Deputy. Have you had a chance to see whether or not Ms. Brink has settled down at all?
I let my partner ask her. She escalated again. If you would like for the court, I will ask one more time.
I'd like to have her say whatever she wants to say, but I want to make sure that she's safe and that you are safe when she's doing that. So if you could ask her, tell her that the court wants to hear from her, but she has to calm herself down in order to do that, and then bring her in if she's able to calm herself down, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Can we all calm down? I think we all can. I think we all can. Oh, she's actually freaking out still. That's through a closed jail door.
Your Honor.
Yes.
Your Honor. She's making demands to her. She don't want to be interrupted or asked anything. And she's just escalating from 0 to 100 right now. So, that's
Right.
where we're at. We're not gonna. I'm not bringing her in here. So.
All right, I appreciate that. I just wanted to give her that opportunity, and I do appreciate your attempt to help me with that. And again, I want to make sure that everybody's safe there, and I don't think she would be at this point, so I agree with your assessment. So thank you very much.
All right, sir.
All
You're welcome.
right. Ms. Bruger, is there anything else, any closing arguments that you wish to make?
Other than I just asked the court to grant the relief that's been requested.
All right. Ms. Hansel, any arguments that you have?
Just to advise the court, I did have contact with her yesterday.
Yeah.
And she was verbally very combative and insisted on having a trial. So that was where we left it, is that she wanted a trial. And she doesn't feel that she needs the assistance of the court or any type of mental health assistance. She thinks she's doing fine. And she regrets that
We figured it all out. We're good. Just keep in mind, everybody gets razzed. We have like hundreds of commands, by the way. So many of them, I bet you can't even figure them all out. Also, I think Chelsea is really doing herself a disservice here. You know how it is. Poor Chelsea. I think it's very difficult, though, when you're dealing with untreated mental health issues. It sounds like everybody here is very concerned for her, and she is difficult.
She ever had agreed at some point in time, apparently she agreed for services at some point in time. She regrets doing that. So
I'm so concerned, Courtney, too.
I don't have I don't
dabs though.
Have
dabs.
any
dabs.
plan here, Your Honor. So I would appreciate any direction from the court as well. I certainly will attempt to represent her as best as I can, but she became combative and very verbally derogatory toward me.
Thank you, Ms. Hansel. I think your representation of Ms. Brink was fine. Ms. Brink has a history with the court of being exactly how you saw her today and exactly as how you saw her yesterday. And that is likely as a result of her mental illness, which is uncontrolled or not sufficiently controlled at this time. So the court will find that proper notice was given. Ms. Brink was given an opportunity to be here. That the hearing was held without a jury because it was not specifically requested ahead of time and properly requested. She was represented by counsel. We heard the testimony of Dr. Ehrman as well as of Mr. DeMarsh, and there's clear and convincing evidence that Ms. Brink is a person requiring treatment because she has a mental illness and her judgment is so impaired by that mental illness that she lacks the understanding of the need for treatment. And that causes her to demonstrate an unwillingness to voluntarily participate in or adhere to that treatment. which is necessary and on the basis of competent clinical opinion of Dr. Gehrman to prevent relapse or harmful deterioration of her condition. And she presents a substantial risk of significant physical harm to herself or to others based on her suicidal ideation and her refusal to engage in proper treatment, and her then combativeness, which was very clearly evident even in court today, and her unwillingness to cooperate with jail staff by trying to damage the Polycom equipment and then escalating every time she was given an opportunity to come back into the courtroom. So it's very clear to me that she is a person requiring treatment, and that we will enter an order that she receive a combined hospitalization and assisted outpatient treatment for up to 365 days, with initial hospitalization up to 60 days. She received assisted outpatient treatment for no longer than a year, and that be supervised by North Country Community Mental Health, and include all services recommended by the treatment provider, including medications, injectables, and dissolvables, blood and urinalysis testing to determine compliance and effectiveness of medication, individual therapy, certain community treatment services, and any other services necessary to assist her in her individual living and functioning in the community, including complying with individualized treatment plan, mental health provider as deemed clinically appropriate, attend all appointments and take medications as prescribed. If she refuses to comply with psychiatrist's order for hospitalization, the peace officer may take her into protected custody for that purpose. And I will sign that order today. Thank you all very much. That will conclude today's hearing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm fucking, I can't, we can't. Actually, we can't. Trouble by flu powder with me back to the kitchen, baby. Baby. You guys, I really love you. I appreciate all of your indulgences with me today. You know, we all have our days. We all do. Tomorrow I have a meeting with YouTube in the morning. And then I will be done, and I think I'll do a morning show. So keep an eye out for that. But, you know, maybe the meeting will go terribly. And I will not, you know? You guys, I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for making me laugh. Thank you for gifting earlier. Thank you for all of your support all the time. Thank you for adoring my, what did Mikey call me? Lumberjill. I sort of like that, but you know what? I sort of like Jack is a good name for a girl too. Right? Like a hot girl. You can't be an ugly girl named Jack, but you could be a hot girl named Jack. Anyway, oh, with a Q. Oh, there you go. Jack with a Q. Q. Anyways, Vicky, feel better. We love you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Feel better, Vicky. I'll be back tomorrow morning. Do me a favor. In the meantime, remember that I love you and I'm proud of you. And I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye. Bye.
Ways down and